Okay, so this is going to be drawing 5. We're going to go ahead and assume that we already centered it, but just really quickly to center, you're going to go from the border over and then from the bottom, either the title block or the bottom border up to locate this corner. So we're going to assume that I already centered it. First thing we're going to do is measure 5.5 inches. So 5.5 inches, and then draw it. For this drawing, you're going to need the 30-60 triangle, and we're going to use that to find the sides of these triangles, basically without measuring. So once we've measured the bottom, go 60 degrees up this way, then go 60 degrees up this way, 30-60. They'll intersect up here, you can just erase what you don't need. To do the interior triangle, it's a 1/2 inch away on all 3 sides. So very similar to what you do on your border. Measure a 1/2 inch in on all 3 sides. Make sure you kind of go parallel to each side. Okay, once you have those marked, just use your T-square on the bottom. Make sure your T-square is snug up against the side. Then take your 30-60, line it up to this mark, and you'll intersect over here in this corner. And the same thing, I'm lining it up to my 1/2 inch mark. I'm doing that for the outside of it. Now to find the rectangle in the middle, Bo, you might want to watch this. To find the rectangle in the middle, first we measure how far up it is from the bottom. It's about 3/16 up from the bottom. So what I'm going to do is go up my 3/16, mark it, draw a really light line horizontally. I also need to find the middle of this object because this object is perfectly symmetrical. So I'll line up my 90-degree edge of the 30-60 and find that that's the middle right there. Now all I need to do is basically cut this rectangle in half. It's a 1/2 inch, so down here where I have the middle already located on my paper, right there, all I need to do is go over 1/4 inch on one side and 1/4 inch on the other. So 1/4 inch on one side, 1/4 inch on the other. And there's my total width of that rectangle. Draw these lines going straight up. On my page, I'm going to go ahead and measure how tall it's supposed to be, 2 1/4, and mark it. Then use my T-square. Now I can just go with my eraser and erase everything else I don't need. And I'm done.